Up with Nikki, we are going to learn how to straight tie her in a stall. So I prefer to use a trailer tie with a bowl snap on one end and a quick release on the other. Now many of you might think the quick release goes on the halter. I prefer to switch it around so that the quick release is always on something stable that's not moving, easier to get to and release. I don't personally like the bungee stretchy types. I think they can break, they can come back and snap and take an eye out. I just figure they're a little too dangerous for what we're doing. So, always when you're first tying, always make sure you tie to something solid that they can't necessarily break. Horses are very good at learning once they break something, they'll try it again. So we don't even want to give her that opportunity. We're going to have her learn that when she's tied solid. So, what we're going to do is start by attaching the quick release to a ring that's set high on the wall. We don't want it level and we don't want it lower. We want it higher so she doesn't have the opportunity to pull and brace against it. We want to have leverage to our advantage. So, my little friend here, who's very nosy, we're going to attach the bowl snap now to the ring on the bottom. And Ashlyn's just going to keep a lead shank on her so she doesn't get that wrapped around her face. But now the filly has to learn to stand quietly. And you don't have to hold that tight just so that she doesn't move that strap around. We're getting her to learn that this thing here is what she's tied to. And she has to learn to stay tied to that and not try and undo it or get away from it or break it. So Ashlyn's job now is just to keep the head straight. This same lesson will progress to cross ties later on, but for now she has to learn that she can't pull and break something, that when we put her there, this is where she has to stay tied. And playing with chains and everything is all a baby horse. They get themselves into more trouble. So now she's just going to act as sort of a human cross tie for our purposes. When setting the halters, I don't like halters set low on the face. They could get caught and actually basically suffocate a horse if they got in trouble. I don't like them set too high where they can rub in the eye. I like them set just like you would with your bridle, about an inch, inch and a half below this bone right here on the face. So that, I don't like a lot of play in here. A horse can actually scratch and get a hoof caught in that. Again, we have a breakaway halter on this horse. Sometimes I might prefer just a solid halter for this training purpose. Again, the whole purpose to this is if she learns to pull and break something, she will more than likely try it again. So if we start off on the right foot, no, I'm here, I have to stay tied, I'm not getting away. It just prevents having to fix a step that she's learned. And there she is playing again.
Like halfway in her mouth.
So what Ashlyn might want to do is switch that shank to the side clip so she's not playing with it quite so much. But this is very typical of a baby. Oh, I've got to play with something. I've got to chew. And Ashlyn's job there is to stop letting her get herself caught in something. So you're there to kind of be a safeguard. So this is Nikki's first time, here at least, at being straight tied. Okay?